This is a stick and stitch design from my holiday script pack. You simply peel and stick it on to whatever you want to stitch. And I have a couple little greenery items that you can stick on different places as well. So I'm combining two designs for the front of this shirt. I'm starting with a basic back stitch. I'm using 3 strands of white. And if you're looking for more detailed tutorials, I have those in my playlists. I did a back stitch the whole way across, and when you do this, you want to make sure you use small stitches for the rounded areas. Then I took a contrasting color, in this case my burgundy, and also 3 strands. And I'm whipping the back stitch, which means to slide your needle under each stitch of the back stitch. You're not going through the fabric, you're just sliding your needle underneath each of the white stitches. And if you find that your needle snags the paper, you can slide the eye of your needle under instead. And it creates this adorable candy cane look. Now, every time you go to switch letters, you're going to go down through the fabric at the end of one letter and then switch over to the top of the next letter. Then for the holly or the mistletoe, whatever you want to call it, I'm taking a light green here and 3 strands as well, and just doing a satin stitch to fill in each of these leaves, angling all of them towards the center bottom. Then I took 2 strands of the darker green and made a single line in each of the leaves and did a stem stitch for each of the stems. And I used only 2 strands here just because I wanted the lines in the middle of each leaf to be very thin. And for the bow, I used a back stitch first, and then I did the whipped back stitch over top, again in 3 strands of this pink. Making sure to slide the needle the same direction each time, and then I finished it with a single stitch in the center of the bow. Of course, for the berries, I did little French knots. I'm using 3 strands here, and I wrapped it twice for my French knot. And I will be uploading a slower tutorial. If you're still struggling with those French knots, I hope it will help. I really debated on whether to put this little holly branch on the sleeve or on the shirt, but here we are. After finishing the stitching, then I douse it with rubbing alcohol just to cut any of the ink from the printer that's on the design, just so no ink bleeds onto the white thread. And then rinse with cold water, and then you can wash and dry. And here is the final result. I love how it turned out. It's so hard to capture a green shirt in a video or pictures. The color varies so much, but I love how it turned out.